Alright, I grabbed the old belt. The old belt looks good here. Checked it, doesn't seem to have any thin spots, so put that back on. When I put the motor back in, I set the bracket at the highest location, so we'll just loosen it up. Just wiggle it until the weight of the motor takes up the tension, and that is usually about the right amount. Yeah. Yep. There we go. That looks about right. Feels about right. If you got your belt tension too high, you can end up breaking belts and stripping belts out and grinding belts up. So there we go. Clutch back together. We can check the underside of this machine, and then we should be able to get the tensioner back serviced. And all right, this machine has the darning pin here connected to the stitch length dial. So when you turn down below 0, it pulls this pin out and then it springs that pin back in. So if this pin is stuck, you absolutely need to make sure that this is freed up before you try to turn the dial. So that is one note when you're working on the underside of one of these machines. Check this is free before you go working on the control up top, since it's connected on there, and you don't want to break that control if this is stuck in place. But one more bit of plastic here. There's a plastic cam for the feed dog raise or lifting, and because this machine is a pretty old machine, I'm going to take the screws out of the gearbox here and check what the grease in the gearbox looks like, or if there's anything in here at all. Some of these, and there's 2 springs connected to the gearbox cover. There we go. So the gasket is pretty good, but not much grease in there, so it probably didn't have a lot at the factory, and it certainly is not doing much good now. So I'm gonna take a minute to clean all this out, and then we'll get some fresh grease in it. Cleared out the old grease, fresh super lube up in there. So get these screws on and then hook the 2 springs back on this cover. But underneath this machine, there's nothing particularly unique or different. So just the gearbox and then this plastic cam to check over. But this spring is the spring for the feed dog lift. That spring is the other end of the, so this spring helps keep the feed dog riding the cam, and then this spring actually pulls directly on the feed dog. So when we lower it, this spring is the one that pulls the feed dogs down out of the way for darning. And then this other spring here is the one that keeps the lifter cam engaged. So, alright. Get our bit of oil on everything. Alright. And finished cleaning the hook race here, and I'll set the hook back in place since the machine is laying on its back, and that just makes it easier. There, that hook race is filthy. All right. Drop that hook in. Like I said, while it's laying on its back, it's always really easy to just drop the hook in place. All right. And then we'll take a break and get the tensioner put back together.